When measuring the new house, the man suddenly discovered the same wall measured at 90 degrees from one position, but mysteriously differed by over 30 degrees from another position. Even more strange, when pouring water on the floor, the water flow automatically split into two parts. To figure out what was happening, he immediately took out a measuring tape to check the room's width, then went outside to measure the same spot. Surprisingly, the inside was 10 feet wider than the outside. This shocked the little girl, because it completely defied the laws of physics. Just then the daughter felt a chill. She rushed back to the living room to get her coat. David watched as his daughter walked out the door, but just across one wall, the girl mysteriously vanished in an instant, and didn't come out for a long time. David thought his daughter might be playing hide and seek, but when he entered the room, he only found a coat lying on the floor. David immediately sensed something was wrong. He quickly searched every corner of the house for his daughter. However, during his search, he discovered something strange about the house. He clearly opened the bedroom door, but behind it was the first floor living room. At that moment, a dark shadow appeared behind David, but he didn't notice it, as finding his daughter was the most urgent matter. Unexpectedly, David lost his way inside the house, so he placed a chair at the doorway as a marker. When he turned around, he was stunned. He found the bedroom had transformed into a hallway. At that very moment, the little girl accidentally stumbled into a dark corridor. Before she could figure out where she was, a large door mysteriously opened by itself. When she went inside, she discovered a woman with disheveled hair lying in the bathtub. As the little girl slowly approached, an old man suddenly appeared behind her. The sudden scream reached David's ears, so he quickly followed the direction of the sound. Finally, he located the room where his daughter was. He immediately began frantically banging on the door, but when the door was kicked open, he found himself in the living room again. Seeing his daughter sitting on the stairs, shaking in fear, David quickly hugged her and comforted her softly. After calming down, the little girl told her father that their new house seemed to have other residents. These words instantly awakened David, because since they moved into the new house, a series of strange events had occurred. The day he first brought his wife to the new house, David heard a man's voice coming from inside the walls, but when he asked his wife to be quiet, the voice suddenly stopped. At first, he thought the voice was his imagination, but that night, strange things started happening. Just as his daughter was about to go to bed, a shadowy figure flashed past her bed. When the time reached 10:30, David went to turn off the lights, but when he returned to the room after turning off all the lights, he found his wife was already asleep. David felt very confused about this, because his wife had just finished washing up before he went to turn off the lights. However, what he didn't know was, the time had already reached 3 in the morning. 5 whole hours had passed since he went to turn off the lights. The next day, David went to a nearby store to buy things. When the shopkeeper saw David, he revealed a shocking secret to David.